Well, we don't explain to you just now, yeah, about this same United States and Saloon affair. Now, so the MCC in yon take kind. Letter all come out to. You don't see the letter where the MCC writes to the vice president for say, well, it look like say certain things then the way they go on will go affect. It go affect we, and we don't try we level best with one particular side there. We it's like say the MCC self be done they see how this administration be done they bluff with the MCC. Let me read the last paragraph for you. Will then be sent to the president. Then after the election on July 21st, after the election, the last paragraph, it say your government has been justifiably proud. It say una not proud. And yes, una get reason for proud because una qualify for the MCC compact assistant. And as we now una partner, well, we go feel sorry if the issues them we don't outline to una, it impacts with long-standing relationship. Let's make a read there. I read them because when Chino Siba, when they be ask him, yeah, I don't go back again for good plan. When they be ask him for the MCC, when they be the press him, what's he talk? The MCC now a different institution. The MCC, the MCC, blah 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 blah. Yes. Ashim Williams say America them full of racists. Oh, be winner. Say the first lady they dance not to be racist. Abi? All the podium there where the president team up. They tell the people them how we win 400 million. We win MCC. APC not be ever winner. Now show them be they fail. That turn they not to be racist. MCC get a criteria. Now yeah, if you be don't following now yeah, we be don't play that one day where they be even they talk about a free, fair and transparent election. That one day now be inside February where they can saloon. That turn they not to be racist. But when we fail from it, some of the criteria based on what they say. Now we say na racist people them. But anyway, we na mortal man. So na so. That come back to waiting I be the talk just now. For say when they may ask Chino, that's why they make mouth like say we get good relationship with MCC. We get MCC don't right. MCC be don't right the vice president. Or the vice president be keep the letter and not show nobody. Bole. Okay. The MCC go continue for monitor and assess developments in a saloon. I encourage una government for take steps for restore confidence in the integrity of the electoral process. And I look forward to the remain in close touch with the weeks ahead. This not even before this one they give you so on the last day of August. This letter they write to the president, the vice president, on the 21st of July. Then they write to her. You see there, But at the same MCC, whether they ask Cheng or that thing, I don't know. You know what thing? Maybe don't tell her let's slow down. But I left to her. I see MCC said then they slow down. And so he said for slow down so that MCC go overtake. Then it can before. But Lamrana, he put a piece together concerning the MCC. And I want to make we take a look at them. Waiting Lamrana, Amadu Lamrana Bar of AYV. Waiting he put together. He said the slowdown of the compact. The reason for that. Alright. Let's take a look. Yeah?
The United States of America Millennium Challenge Corporation, MCC, has confirmed that the Compact Development Program with Sierra Leone has been slowed down due to concerns about the credibility of the country's 24th June 2023 electoral process. Responding to an email inquiry, MCC said they are concerned about the credibility of the electoral process in Sierra Leone, and these concerns have slowed down Compact's development with the country.
MCC is concerned about the credibility of the electoral process in Sierra Leone, and these concerns have slowed Compact's development. Initial plans to negotiate the proposed compact in Washington, D.C. in August and then recommend it for board approval in September have been delayed.
After implementing the $44.4 million United States dollars threshold program, the MCC Board of Directors in 2021 selected Sierra Leone as eligible to develop a compact program which is about $450 million United States dollars grant spread over 5 years to support the country. In January 2023, MCC Chief Executive Officer Alice Albright, in a letter addressed to President Bio, informed him that the board's approval of any proposed compact is contingent on evidence of ongoing commitments to the principles of democratic governance that underpin MCC's eligibility criteria and scorecard, which include combating corruption and holding free and fair elections. During his campaign for the 24th June multi-tier elections, President Bio repeatedly mentioned the MCC compact and how his government is in the process of accessing the grant, while his wife, the First Lady Fatima Bio, danced to the news when it was announced.
Hey, 400 million. Imagine when you add 400 million and the kind where Mother Bio don't manage the economy and how we economy you go. My people, I beg, if you not do anything today, no cost Mother Bio bona for clap for the 400 million. 400 million. Now we Sierra Leone and then now we get some.
One exam they were set for all the government there, the American government, 90 set up. If they want to help you, if they don't say the money where they give you, you go use them properly. Then get one group where they call the MCC. For 11 years, the APC take that exam and then fail them all throughout. The highest score where they ever score, now 49. When we come 2018, the first time we take them, we pass them with 83%. American government get one exam way to set for any government in Africa. If you pass on the queue money, APC try to, then we get 10 years, then 1 more year, then add up, then for 11 years, the highest way they get now 49%. We can wait to see to that exam. When they look how they spend power with people there, how they manage money, they give it 83%. And from 2018 to date, we will pass that instruction score.
In a meeting with Alice Albright, the MCC CEO at State House in February 2023, President Bio registered his appreciation for the progress being made for the MCC approval and called for an alignment of priorities for the compact.
It's a pleasure to have you here, and as partners, we always welcome MCC here.
And we are delighted to hear from you to see how this partnership is working.
However, recent developments that follows the announcement of his re-election after the 24th June multi-tier elections has clouded the hopes of the country in securing the much-needed MCC grants that will support the energy and water sectors. The MCC said even though initial plans for negotiations have been delayed, they are however continuing to engage the government of Sierra Leone to discuss the election-related concerns that have been raised.
In the meantime, MCC is continuing to engage the government of Sierra Leone in the spirit of partnership that it has built over successive administrations in both the United States and Sierra Leone to discuss the election-related concerns that have been raised.
In a letter dated 21st July 2023 addressed to the Vice President, Dr. Mohamed Julde Jallo, Alicia Philip Mandaville, Vice President of the Department of Policy and Evaluation at the MCC, said its board of directors and stakeholders in the United States Congress expect all MCC partner countries to demonstrate commitments to protecting democratic rights and holding free, fair, transparent, and credible multi-party elections. She informed the Vice President that the MCC can no longer meet the original timeline of beginning compact negotiations and presenting the proposed compacts to the board while they await clarity on the issues raised. President Bio, in an engagement with civil society leaders after the elections in June, while speaking on the position of some election observer missions on the outcome of the election, called on citizens to guard against what he referred to as their validation of the country's electoral process.
But you still get people who go on for bring confusion from the international community too, and we get for guard against that, because you have no right for can validate with election. No international body not get any right. We have never done that to the European Union. Any country in the European Union, we not do that for the United States, where they get problem. Till them go attack Capitol. Nobody, we didn't say, now then democracy. They own democracy, now we gun them. No so? Every day, people, they do so. Who are we? Now we own country, this is what we take care of ourselves. We how they don't begin respect to internationally, we stand we ground and correct a certain misrepresentation there and tell everybody say, nah, the constitution I say na so then they tabulate na ya. Not to me they determine, not to the chairman they determine. They don't say where you na so you the count na so you they account for them. Who are you to? So we get for the take stands, then they will respect us. I know them. When I know say you know what they talk about. You don't expect me to go contravene the constitution because somebody come under, he say he can monitor or observe. He say, no, you not so we forbid. No.
The Minister of Information and Civic Education, Cheng Noba, says the government values the country's relationship with the United States and other international partners, and as a part of President Bio's commitment to addressing some of the concerns, he has announced the setting up of an electoral systems review committee.
Salone in relationship with the U.S. is strong. The interactions that they get on the MCC, they continue. Is this news say, oh, Salone, they don't pull whip on the NCC? It's not true. Just a few months ago, MCC, we don't give money, we don't do the studies there, we don't lay the plan within the process of setting up the institution. We get for be the accountable institution for move the MCC forward. We get conversations now about the elections and some of the issues that will arise out of the elections. We don't communicate to the MCC with our own position. The MCC don't, and other US institutions, they don't indicate their interest in what we do in the election systems review. It's a process where, as you know, is very long. It gets starts and pauses here and there, but the core of the process is still on course. They don't ask we say they want for cancel, or can interact with we, and that visit go happen where the next ambassador come. We will look forward with excitement to that conversation day. We're doing conversation with the MCC. We get very good, solid relationships with the MCC. The compact is based on a number of indicators, including elections, but also including civil rights, women's empowerment, investments in education, investments in health. All of them things. The reason we do so by this stage, we almost don't reach at the final stage, is because we don't pass and do very well in all of the indicators. And we just need for sit down with them, clarify the issues that we then get. The president already take a very bold step in that regard. He don't set up this elections review systems review committee. We'll get for begin operate very soon. We in fact do the preliminary work right now. MCC and we other partners interested in making sure we get that right, and I assure you we will. And we're very confident that that process will don't start for so many years. We will reap the benefits.
Meanwhile, the MCC also confirmed in an email that they have had ongoing discussions and correspondence with Vice President Jallow to discuss the election-related concerns.
MCC has had ongoing discussions and correspondence with Vice President Jallow and continues to engage the government of Sierra Leone in the spirit of partnership that have been built over successive administrations in both the United States and Sierra Leone to discuss the election-related concerns that have been raised.
As things unfold, Anthony J. Blinken, Secretary of State of the United States of America, has announced a new visa restriction policy for those undermining the democratic process in the 24th June multi-tier elections in Sierra Leone. He said that under the policy, the United States will pursue visa restrictions for those believed to be responsible for or complicit in undermining democracy in Sierra Leone, including through the manipulation of rigging of the electoral process and the intimidation of voters and elections observers. Amadu Lamrana reporting for...
Yes, one for tell Lamrana thanks and AYV na through them do well for put this together. Listen, you watch the Minister of Information, he said they try to explain the MCC. Already that letter I read for issue. The Vice President will not receive her. The same one where MCC tell and say they need for do right and try for build integrity. In the end, they make sabi talk. Then if you say, then people not get people who they interpret for the way they explain to the waiting and they talk. Solomon Jami will do the best for answer the question. If you see, diplomatically we go answer, we go talk. But do your man can talk, eh? Okay. You don't hear it? Me don't hear it. Yeah? Amaya to Bangura say, me for say, make una follow, una share, and una invite other people them for follow this platform so that the platform go grow rapidly for each 1 million followers. Because to them, this is the best platform. If you don't want to make them follow, tell them for follow. If you don't want to make them share, tell them for share. I mean, issue you talk now, you talk out. Because you talk and you say, hey, you see, people there, they're going to find people for follow them. If you know so they do good work, it's up to you. If you think back, say, we know they do good work, Abba, it left to you. But wait till they do now. Trust me, one day you shall go talk and say, one platform be there, Sierra Network, one guy be there, that guy not correct, people. Because I come and see you. So that guy not correct, and where be the cage? Wait, I don't harvest me corn right now. I don't harvest granite, I don't harvest corn. I steady. I don't call per mind just now. That last time I call per mind, I don't the list beaucoup. But all man get forget to do. Per mind day. And then I harvest season. I return this way farmer, then they smile. We don't put in the work, then so long they go no more. We labor, you go expect. No, so high school say Laboramus also. MCC right now, Même so be say goat meat. Now let me begin I mark one particular goat. First of all, I get one fall. I know I eat the fall them, but one particular fall is done the. You know how people like you say they set ranka, it go down. But then I miss for nakando. Why the eater? I remember all the bad things we do in that family. Now why the eater? Any better I bet it go down. Yes. I tell the part try for I mark one goat back. Gandoba, I know. I try for I mark one goat. Anyone where I'm bug. Me, na me they send and go down. Anyone where I'm bug. Una send that goat video. Una go watch back na the group. One particular goat today, it a bought in company and then know it. It a push there. Jesus friend, welcome on board side. Summary for the week.
Yeah, thanks Triple A. Thanks for talking through, and thanks for calling me on the platform, and thanks to the listeners and viewers. Regarding the week, I know say you don't bring up a lot na the platform. Discuss Monday Ministry of Employment and Labor issue them with the specific one at the stadium, how they get problem there with the payment and the agreement in terms of Employment Act. We see how the Employment Act not even look effective. Even just there in written form, but then see then they enact them. So one hope see they will give for come out with a better plan there. The main factor and problem was more we identified in a relationship we do business outside with a different company, and you didn't know about the culture, language barriers we get for involved till when I come into business and how you invest and how when people and will profit there. And the challenge there, and they will hope the government will look how then they bring investors for public-private partnership. They talk again about the next issue about the petroleum price and which side would they go. So we see the faults that we did, the reason why we then give the points in the Finance Act based on subsidies we IMF see they not for give. We throw light say why IMF they are not the one for encourage government for give subsidies. Because then they take the petroleum, say, nothing will dirty the world, enough fine for health, and they encourage money laundering, they encourage other things. But that one, they are geopolitics, there are the politics between themselves within at the top day. But that then they can discourage, and then they encourage government for send that money to them for put to subsidy for develop the country. But we know they see that they happen. But this will they see as an experiment. So, but only hope say the people are not guinea pigs to suffer a hardship. Then we'll use a reasonable way. Then we'll approach. So that's the only thing that side. Then the other one are the ECSL issue. For them, we release them. The 16 districts. We somebody challenge them, but they reply each other in war of words. So only hope say outcome will come out in the end. We will find for the country back. And then finally we'll talk about this US then issue. The secretary will slam this restriction about Salon, the one that would undermine democracy. And then show the democracy the way they want to see and the value of them based on then laws then would then get immigration laws. And these immigration laws involve diplomacy. People then would they involve for let them will get respect and talk on behalf of government or an international body. So the points then they weigh quite a lot. Then the area now wouldn't pick up now the section 21A. We talk about the Immigration Act. We know that refusal because they get 214B, they get 22G, but I don't know what is still they go about. But then when you argue them, because when they go and they refuse you, whatever it is, it's up to you for take a lawyer. But I don't know that time if you go there, where you go all over for beginning, go take a lawyer for them the time for that one day time we don't pass. So but yeah, is how they go able to approach this, bring about the diplomatic challenges. You briefly talk about agriculture, how they don't appoint somebody who a seed specialist. The first thing we may see for one error here. Again, just like when the module of the campaign where the president or the leaders then they use, and when development they can now how they go able for approach her. Because what you see even the MCC as an example, but here a lot talk of the rice. There was a time when a Puloko area, I think see the president go there, some Cambia, some other end, where he talk about we're not to rest no more for it. Why will not go eat cassava? Why will not go make yam? Why will not go make this? And all of them then they come up with the same thing, how to reduce the demand of rice, so that while they will produce the amount we want for GDP, then we're able to divert the people in food taste for each other food, when are not like staple food, but variety of food. So in the beginning, they say now, well, if they don't go pay money to somebody and a ministry day, we get for involve 1, 2, 3 people and for do the work go, then you they try for equator now to wait till you go spend, and the area where you go say, well, no, try make the corn. That one they go do bokuting. You go do poultry, you go do this, you go do that, you go bring income. Then you say now one agriculture. Then you one go say now, are you going to replicate? Like I ask this question for all them. I think Lamrana reply to this. Well, Lamrana give for talk say this particular one now, they be not put lot they say, then go get that free entry in South Africa. But what they try for draw here is not to game don't begin to play. Where would I be for this side, they can here. Because if he's stuck there and about darkness, because you wait tweet, you go and tweet, you will see you're not able to allow for entry. So these are the diplomatic things where sometimes how would they enter one side, would they know? I'm not going to say like a victim of any own fault, but we they see how some of them things that they affect the global. We will know who you go there, let you try get your own get, let you try develop your country so that some of the things that they can't say not go affect you that greatly. So but if during the process of development, when I know they know how they approach, you they can you boast, you they tell off them, then later you come back, you can't respond after they don't do them good one, and you don't understand their culture, say, we know they say we are slaves to them, but we have to understand their culture so that you go able to know how you go able to deal with them. Because now based on knowing their culture, you go able to deal with them. Because the same way where somebody that's in the what they call the any body part, it go different from the other team. You get excellent garment day, excellent this. You see all the differences in the day. But when you go, you approach this way in life. Now so you see how the culture you understand that, and they wanna bring any topic for development. They know how they communicate to each other. But these are all around areas they only hope say people and go able to look to rules, regulations, knowing how things get for work, because then why would they observe so they all get the institutions, they wouldn't get the reports, we know they know so that reports get for come again, they do their own different things towards a protocol where they say like this. And the protocol will have been not signed there. Some of them things that you see now even see Imran, he said if you go, he tweet again, we go now UN. I see Guterres welcome up. But when you look inside that speech there, Guterres, what he try for talk? He talk about democracy, peace, security, and other things then. He said, we're on a partnership. That what he mean? We're not able to understand for help this thing happen. But that don't mean say we don't tell you now, we go do wrong thing, or because they don't tell you now, they don't invite you. If we not do wrong, they have to punish you. When they say Russia, they punish them, but he said now law we don't sign. Now we go even the BRICS, that's South Africa, because of this reason. Despite it at the UN. So you they see it not means that you belong in a place, means that you don't be covered. They belong in their concerned rules and regulations. And I don't see how people get for now the approach which for now will try to get development in our country because the journey is on the fast, or man on the tire. People that want to reach for development. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Usfriend.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Welcome on board, Alpha. What you get for us, sir? His summary.
Yes, thanks for having me, and big thank you to Master Usfriend. For me, the summary of the week, I think Usfriend don't give me precisely how we do, but I will give me own bites on this weekend. First of all, I will start for commending the Chief Minister. Again, but the question we need for ask, what is the role of the Chief Minister? You see, when we do good, yeah, it's good people for comment, but again, we need to know the exact role of the Chief Minister. The Chief Minister, I think for me, yeah, based on your research, one of a role, I think now for monitor and at least able for see say government employees like the head of parastatals, the one indeed, the ministers, them, they all they perform their role effective one. Going to UE building, going to Pademba Road prison and all this thing, it's good. But the fact remains, where it not go is the right thing be done. I don't know if people they get which they bring Kanaya. It not necessarily means say if we go to UE building before people go on time. It has to hold the ministers accountable for allowing employees of government they can work late. So not they even can work. But notice that anytime past the chief minister get for one go surprise them back today in our UE building. Last Siba waiting and call. So at the end of the day, you know, if in presence not there, it's not gonna work. So his presence, let me ask, waiting na in really prescription, waiting na in work. Not only passing presence being felt or being seen. We are missing this point. It just like President Biomi started where he will be going at the same UE building. If they don't capture some of the head of department there, then query them, some then sack them. Trust me, they were gonna take their job serious. But we think say no more than for put fire behind we, that's the time we should be running or take our job serious. AAA, trust me, go back Monday or Tuesday now, that same UE building, the people are going late. God bless you for the point where you make. Say yes, transportation is one major challenge. Traffic is another, and all these things. Correct. The one way they try for justify, they're not a salon. Some other experience with late in a salon it. We're not to you cause them. But the thing what they say, the minister not only get for go take them on the direct employee, the direct employee gets under the supervisor. When you put fire by the supervisor in turn, because he don't want to miss his or her job, he's going to put the pressure on the direct staff. This is my point. Because as soon as the minister turn him back, the same system will continue again. So in essence, trust me, there is no system being set up. Sierra Leone, we need strong institutions and not strong men. What will they see right now the chief minister they do? It's a strong man. Strong man position. Now they show so being a chief minister is a canaya, everything for shake. No. He has to set up this system. Wherein, if you're not there, that system could run. That's sustainable development as far as I am concerned. That's real development wherein, even when you're not there, you name them, will still they make mention of him. This is why we have theories. We have authors of theories. You do not have to be every day in different places to ensure that things happen. Nope. Don't know who they say AAA. Now that make, even if the minister go take in Pekin and then go first by transport, then jam in Pekin, then go to Pekin, then go sick, then go this, then go that, it will still not solve the problem. You just go and experience the problem or the challenge. But what will solve the problem is the system to be fixed. As far as I'm concerned, as a development expert, always they say this, I'm not a boast, but I think say I've spent a lot of years learning it. If there is no system, as soon as the chief minister then change the position today, all the effort we don't put, now 0% they go back. So we should not only applaud the strong man, but let's applaud the system that is going to be created. By right, all the MDs then they should get, they don't get a system wherein as you come, you put your fingerprint, bam, if they register almost o'clock you come, or if you want to go, even if you forget the next day, let's don't go. This system day. You will see if people don't go take their work serious. When you let 1 week consecutively, it's not more yet transportation, neither traffic, it's a deliberate effort. Then place your word, work some more. We all don't take leadership position and we still did it. When anything they happen, we they call we employees them. Why are you late? Yesterday you were late. Tell me the reason today again. But if not, trust me, now just time wasting. You see, this is not the two I can say. Not play politics in the day-to-day life of people. When this government be there in opposition, they did everything. They took all kinds of things. Now they're into the port. It's the same thing where they talk against. Now they see. The IMF conditionality, then they affect we so. With the pre-level logo 35,000 back. Because the poor man will continue for so far. No system not in place. None. We think saying a strong man they will need for put. Not put this man, a military man, a ex-military man, not put they do this thing. After that man they come out, all things done. And that's what we should stop in our nation. We need to have system where they ensure say, if they want for increased fuel, if we go through a process for make the increase fuel, then they grab one money no more, we no sell today, we want for increase them. No. Inside in 3 months or almost they don't increase fuel so. Who that they suffer? That the layman, that government man will never suffer this thing. Because na coupon on our tickets and they give it, then go pump gas. No system, no the way they operate. None. It's only the political circle. That's the system that is operating. The system that the layman for enjoy at least. Now, look right now. Let's show you some of the things that will begin to affect me. They don't call me, almost supposed to don't call. NPA or lights. They don't increase. Top up at the say again, he said they can't increase. Every other aspect that the life of the people in the increase. Not talking of transportation. For Amadu a junction for go IMAT, now then they tell you about like 15,000 euros. So for me, it's really, really sad for our nation. It's really, really sad because we have to move forward and we need to get system in place. Lastly, the government, this is an urgent need. Let them not even do, if they're not need for, let them do research self. Just one day, then they're able to foresee the results or they see the need for that. Let them start from Waterloo, now morning, 5 o'clock morning. So let's say 11 o'clock, the left day. Even tell them can Kissy, then side and they share. Let them see how people struggle for transportation. Nobody will tell them it's an urgent need to address transportation. The Ministry of Transportation and Aviation, what thing they do? Almost project they don't implement for ensure say even if they car with buses, these buses will get a clear route where they run. I've said this in this program or on this platform. When you want for do bus system, they are even like a winner. They get a designated route for buses only. No other motor car they use it except let's say there's a emergency, maybe the emergency vehicle and they use it. Now then can't see no one for see. But whose side then go do up? Whose plan they? So this system no day. Now that make even if they count them bus then they in it take almost week, almost month. Not talking of here, then we don't bank some don't pull a lot of things. Before they bring bus safeness alone. As far as I'm concerned again. You're able to get young people and will get interest in mechanic, send them to that side, that company, the way they do the boss them. Let them train them if now 1 to 6 month training. Effective one. Get parts. A whole, let's say, container of spare parts. At the end of the day, when you import them bosses, then you get people who know how to make them. You get people who, everything they do in place. Including even the drivers. You get for train them how for drive them bus, then how for operate them buses, then they. Don't say this bus, it don't take 10 years or 20 years per bus driving, so you can drive any bus, not lie. The way when we drive in a salon and we drive now, not two different things. I could remember when they asked me for reverse motor car. I begin to turn me, it would look behind and say, well, you do far force. You should back off without turning your head at the back. So, not to become person don't say where they drive, meaning is a bit drive all the motor car. So, even the bus drivers need to be trained. So, they make us say there is no system. Before they bring anything for make it sustainable, enjoy, and so you don't get the system in place. So, when even that system they will be operative. So, for me, at least, like I said, there's a lot to talk on, but now not engage on the line too much. I think I will hold on for now.
Thank you very much, Alpha.
You're always welcome, sir.
Welcome on board, Tony. What you get today for your summary?
Yeah, Abraham, thanks for having me. One for two light. You get me? Yeah, just one for two light to the chief minister and visit we make na Pademba the Sierra Leone Correctional Service, wherein he happened for meet with LAJ. We all know exactly the issue with LAJ and we lead them for make it go down and the sentence would engage. I think engage 13 years or so. I think I want to join other Sierra Leoneans same way because the minister likely post that he go for make an assessment because basically what he is doing a role of supervisory role in the play, wherein they try to assess things where which I need urgent attention for make them. And one way catch me eye way for me, I feel say we really need for make the government set able for pardon LAJ because I feel say it gets a wider platform, it gets a wider audience. We probably, I mean, sometimes can they not for everybody we they incarcerate or we them put in prison will come out and be the same person. Sometimes they can come out and be a positive person because they don't know exactly maybe for process exactly what it went through, and we all know what immediately go through before we lead them to that situation. If you say he was depressed, we get to deal with mental health issue. The reason why I make I raise this today that one part and everything goes, and we get government functionaries and self-looking this in this program. I think it's not to suggest to go down there and make an assessment. Happy able for give audience, able for listen to LAJ in case you understand, and able because so many school of thought, so many everybody gets their own ideas and their own views about the whole thing. But I just feel say make them find a soft spot and forgive LAJ. If they can pardon LAC, you understand where they roam around, they still they talk. Oh, we all know the issue where me get with that guy DJ Clefway me die. LAJ is just an entertainer. It's just somebody we all know about music. Music is an invisible export. It's just like where you export diamonds. We see how many thousands of dollars they pay one Nigerian artist where they can perform there. You understand? So I mean, he gets in craft. He's very good in craft. And I feel he gets a role for play for even help the government with regards this drugs business way so rampant right now. Drugs and alcohol. We see we use them. And in audience where you get, I would say 60% or 70%. Now young people them. We all see when in a day in days before he gets all these issues around him. We see the amount of young people then where it can gather, especially where you get in shows then different places then na saloon, na stadium, na bow, na McKinney, na corner and everything. You see mass. I think they can use in service right now and make some ambassador way go able. You know, people can come out of prison, they're very informed. I mean, because of waiting and not go through. So I just don't want to be labeled on that particular point here, but I just plead with other people and self-way, they show concern over LAJ, not for just go meet with them. You understand? You don't go meet, you don't able to get your first stand. I feel say, let the government find a way where they go before forgive them. You know, it gets that music. Then the second point I want to talk about is agriculture. We almost say you get other cash crop commodities that they bring money come. If we really want for improving, we export, we not just go for focus on rice. So I see them appoint a specialist, with a rice specialist. I think so we get other areas then. Just like what whose friend me they say, you get Jala, for example. Jala, they do so well in agriculture when it comes to agriculture and everything. They get a research unit or research department where they do. I think say we easily they go towards the servicing the loans in UT Bank and everything. So we forget that kind of scenario we are in. We have institutions where ready for assist farmers. Them I know say if they do so well. I don't know for the current operations right now what the scale at which they do. But some of them institutions we need for revamp them. I think say now that the farmer they need. That basically they need the tools, they need the resources, they need the funds, they need this. Let them remake the offices, because if we talk about agriculture, we have to feed salon. You don't need for let the Ministry of Agriculture do na free talk. No. Get on the region, get offices them where say these are offices them where they really the functional. We can't do transport. So when I'm in last point where I want for talk about Alpha made mention about it's very important, especially the kind of pressure we get na the petrol station there right now. Now, as a result of a situation we are in, people in some areas they do not get lights. Now, if MP petroleum na the major importer of fuel in the salon, most of the other dealers them na MP they supply them with themselves they for sell. So there is this pressure on MP. I feel say waiting the government for do if we want for help. Another thing in this whole thing is if you look this light one of the day now other big issues, because imagine say how many people where they go on a petrol station not to just for go buy petrol for the motorcar, so now they go buy petrol for a generator. If you watch the percentage of people where they go on a petrol station, equally the number of people them equally the percentage of people that go to a petrol station for go buy fuel for the motorcar, just because light not in Abuko areas then. Light then are some areas, but some areas not get light. So if you find out say government get two approach where you get for do for make it able for make sure say if MP bring in fuel, let's say they bring one container fuel for making this fuel go last long. One, if you provide the lights, it go help for make people them not they know say lights they every day and no need for the go to a petrol station for go buy fuel. That money that I go take out for put some headset to pop. So you don't reduce the traffic at the petrol station. The second thing where we need for do, government need for put bus system on the streets. Some man no mind it go can not people the way they can and pack them to can and a Calbaton and take public transport for going inside fruit. So people the way they come out, some man they come all the way Newton. When for go walk in a hospital. So government get bosses them, because if you look at the situation right now, the private sector able to fill all that demand already. You understand? So government need for coming with their own bosses. You can get the drivers from the army. Even Yaso, when drivers then shot. We know drivers are not there now we states now so during the COVID period. The army guard coming for filling that gap. So you get the military department of transport and the military, we get drivers and we do. And we all know say the army gets so many big trucks, and because the problem we get one big major problem, the drivers them where we get like how they get CDL drivers then we not get them drivers in the way Sabi operates them buses then they. So if I now say for claim simple savage streets for go up side streets. You understand? Now for claim you don't burn all the clutch they don't. So if I not say we need for make we get units in the army like the driver department or we go for train drivers them young guys the way they in the street like what they say by body train them. So at least if the army is self not able for filling that gap, then guide in the way they in the streets then go get job. But really this is urgent need for make government put public transport for control that kind of traffic the way they look. People they want to go for go quick. But if buses not there, and now you get people and where they come all the way Newton, where they come all the way number 2 for can walk in a free talk. Me they picking every day for go school. Now from Amadu for can school not so. Abraham from 5 o'clock in the morning, they see small picking where they know school. 5 o'clock in the morning, what's in they do for the sleep? Just because all man they rush to can't catch transport, because if you then na stay 7 o'clock, there is no way you go make camp on time, because the traffic in that Juba it start from that star Our Lady Star of the Sea. Till you reach now Lumley, inside that St. Mark's Church today, remember it pass 1 hour. Even if you decide say, okay, by that goodies supermarket make you go past na beach. Now the same problem you go end up for then that Aberdeen road traffic. So it's a whole lot of big challenges for people. So government really need it's an urgent need, it's an urgent demand. People need at least let government bosses like the officer and me take down the Abraham. Government need for spend so much on public transportation. Government need for make sure say lights there, so people are not going to because but people they go buy fuel at petrol station. Now for the generator, if lights there, the fuel where MP they come, it go last long. You know where they don't quick anything where they want to go buy. Price the dollar rate they change because just like I mentioned the last time, I don't have for the labor order because other people self therefore make their own contribution. Thanks for having me, Abraham.
Thank you very much, Tony.
You're welcome.
Yes, Umar, what you get for you, sir?
Oh, thank you very much for telling the people that before me. Thank you very much. And also, I just want to piggyback a little bit from Musa Tony stop because, yeah, we can go ahead and criticize people all we want, but one, we look at the resource and how the system shaped in Sierra Leone and how life done in Sierra Leone. And I know I really anybody tell me say that no means they're not going to change. Change when? Overnight? No. Some things they happen overnight, something and then a baby step. So may I applaud the chief minister. I applaud her. God, you watch that video there. We're gonna be then get their number and the SO whatever we get them letter and they name the people they ask for. You not go directly to the ordinary people. It be they ask for certain people. And beside that guy where you mentioned, he asked for the supervisor. The lady where they send, I mean the supervisor now. He said, okay, where then why I was supposed for there? Now in that guy try for cover them. So he tell the lady, write them up. System the not there. Now somebody will say, okay, clock in. Every job now get machine where you clock in. Sometimes and they, some department and they when the machine broken, you go, you fill a paper. That don't mean say you for the do all the time because then go try to fix the machine. The machine then they. Technology don't go up. Maybe this time they get one that maybe in a battery they use, but most of them are light. Some not the light. So I don't see any big deal. If we go do it, nobody not do it. Let somebody start somewhere. If you not do it, they say he just sit in my office. Where you do it is not change job. So what's in a job? Somebody got to do something somewhere. So sometimes we can criticize so much. We want everything to happen one day. Ladies and gentlemen, Sierra Leone don't poor since the 40s. Cannot go say again the 60s. So anybody can we do something towards who side better to go? Okay. Now when they not do anything, then say they not do anything. Let's go to what we just talk about. Tony hit there about this agriculture. The Ministry of Agriculture alone they get too much specialists in it. You know how many people in that ministry they would sit down in air condition if they get light, or sit down behind benches or chair or office. We say then qualify agriculturists, we sit down, they need to do nothing, but they get paid. Why again if you go hire somebody? Now the thing is when they talk about this man. People are always they talk say, now man with discipline. No, he not get that fiscal discipline. He not get them. He just can't help himself. But I'll be not able to help himself. He not get fiscal discipline. Then they tell you every day how they put a burden on the economy through this large exhaust wage bill. And you always they make room for somebody where you sabi. Ministry of Agriculture. If they want, they can even go take one professor. They can go take a professor from the university in Jala. They go fill that position. Now they look for hire somebody, maybe instead the count secretary and all that. But no matter what can we say? Then, in terms of that boat, that guy Salona to country. Salona, once you don't put money, you don't bribe people. Nobody know the way they check you. Nobody know they will care. Even if them people and they be now maybe don't talk to that boat, they ever load again. And then they pay $45 for crap like that. 2021, that guy almost the one drowned with. Then go give we the boat then go with you a pamper. Where the mouth go up, it kind of water the cancer. Even that big one day. Look at the commercial where they show you. If you are like saying a place where you did like a yacht commercial, and they show you where you go, you sit down at a bar like or restaurants like looking settings, you drink, you buy drink and stuff. Not only even that big one and they not like a small bus, let alone the one with them go load reaper. And the guy not care. Antonia, the wholly responsible to this, you work it. You know people how they work it. This Nigerian man not care. Now Africa man, they not care. They are not the load again. They tell me go free tongue. I don't mind if it take 10 hours for go past Lunge. I need to do business with that guy again. Because first of all, Africa not get customer service. Sierra Leone, period. To be precise, they're not even noting a customer service. Lebanese or government, private sectors or government employment, they don't know what in a customer service. They're not clear. They don't even know what in they say the customer comes first or the customer is always right. They don't know that. They're not clear. If you go ask for something in a market in a salon where you not buy it in the cost you. Just when you go ask, yeah, you go to shop. Where you go inside and they take cushion, thank you, welcome. Where they left and tell you, take it back. Where you not buy nothing. And they tell you, take it back where they left. Salon, you go ask for mango. Go to salon, don't let ask for anything. Then you not buy. Let's see the one already tell you. Let's say a plan go for go make them. Because you ask, you not buy. That's the kind nation that will get. So in terms of me, the MCC, the people that don't talk and wanna do what you want to not for do, or wanna stand us out there, we say stand us out there, period. Me just want to know the name. The other question what we want for ask, if now maybe interview that lady, I mean for ask and say, even if you get, you know, American citizen, you get American passport, not to citizen by birth, but citizen by naturalization. Even if you get them, then you find one thing at that list, waiting at the requirement or waiting at your own punishment, because they're not for let them go free. They forget some type of record because they break the law. They left now, then go under, then go interfere into elections business where they not get no business for go do, and then they put corruption. Then for pay some kind of fine, or then get some kind of a punishment. No need to take their passport in their hand in order to that magnitude, but then for pay some type of a punishment. Yes, for that. You know. Not too long ago, we see one small pikin will make video. How in the study, it is study so hard, they sit down in a classroom, then see teacher them, they give the answer. Number 2, A. Number 3, B. The pikin they express how we feel after when you take all this time for study. Then they get them come where they pay money. Then when teachers, the same teachers, and then when they go after them, the same show back will get people that will come back and say, why on the border then? Why on not go after the minister? Why on not go after that? Why not? What's how we go start? If any side would have thought we oppose because not to within a power, because not to we party daily. Anything where they do oppose. Now good thing for small people like that, they tell say me they all let the study. Only for can sit down a classroom for take me exam as see teacher. Now before the classroom, they give answer them to the other picking them. Now the country that will get. Today, then go hold them back, they put on a cotton tree, they say don't pass mark. What the minister, where exam council? Which side will draw the line, brothers and sisters? We got to draw the line somewhere. Everything will oppose if you not fit we. Everything good if not to we own side or what we like. Where Africa will they deal with now. Everything the one law go start to the president, law cut here, law do this, you not do this, you not put this together, you not put material together, you not put system together. Really? Law will start some side. Now we feel they do the same thing. If they go place to place, they go and check. And catch out people. If we get problem with sustainability, sure. We need to sustain. We need to do things we continue. So then they will get, in fact, I don't get laws and say past America. But we need to implement them. I give you all that. But if somebody can we begin to do something, okay, laws see how this to go. We beat around too much. They grab style. Then we see how this they go. Maybe this young man is different from the other one that we've done today. At least we see somebody when not sit down all in an office. At least in taking 2 left foot to go do something. They not take him to gear to a driver say, yeah, go do more coffee, go fetch some money for me. At least he sit down inside it to go do something. Oh, all this here. We don't see this young man grab within 2 left foot, he go to U building. He grabbed, he talking with some prison officer. They help and clean. Not to job back, not to qualification. That's not everybody's responsibility because that's private property. If you want to do, I'm fine. He feel you say you want to do, I'm fine. What's wrong with that? It's just for being responsibility before you do it. I don't think so. No. Law left here. Now that's not me, brother. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Omar. Yes, Ezekiel, welcome, sir. Get the platform.
Thank you so much, Triple A, to all the panelists and all the listeners. Thank you. I want to start with the boat issue. This not really major thing. We happen. If you know you people are not do the research. Past the day with me the area. So this is really troubling, because we people, this are they talk most of the time. When you get people that love at heart, everything else go really, people and go take us serious. This now really, if for them the big news, because who knows? We don't even know if foreigners they've been there inside that boat say. Because now one of the major things the way people and they use for cross. And this kind of thing happen, not to even major news. People in life been there at risk. So for don't hear you say they don't drown. Now that 10 days for big news. This is crazy. Somebody when they in charge. Foreigners then they can't they talk no more people and then they say, oh well, if we Sierra Leoneans know they do and how foreigners would do. Foreigners then they come in about the way how we leaders then they handle things then now so then they take things then now Sierra Leoneans then if they left part we buffing how many times we foreigners then they go they raking money na people in hand then just they left the country just like that. Why this they happen? That kind of thing happen and then nothing not happen. Like right now, if Naya the one they always then in charge, Lord we say laws are not been there. Is it now these are the talk, even with democracy, is not perfect, but the 10 ways something they happen. All of a sudden, then they begin for screws, decide and way all screw that don't be there, then they screw there so that it not go happen again. But Sierra Leone, we know they even try them. People their life they at risk. Somebody probably at the top and don't just take phone and call them. They don't talk say okay, hey, now make sure say that thing not happen again, and that's it. Nobody know they way. Then people and they for go complain to. Way then somebody go run with their issue. Somebody way they at the top now by this company for pay for. This would they pray for. For leadership now, this would they really, all man they really look for so that somebody will go stand up because that area they under a ministry. That area they under a ministry. We hope say this message go to all the way to the minister of whatever transportation or marine or whatever it is. We therefore handle this thing. Then this kind of thing not for happen. Not for happen to you people or anybody way life not for be the number one thing. How people and go down at that kind of boat then drift all the way yonder. Not to God help way the kind water will get under a calm and whatever. Waiting for don't happen if that thing they be flip. For say like how Triple A they say, how then why I go they left that place they not even communicate say hey we don't left. That are all part of, if it don't be all part of the monitoring, for any business, where they do that kind of business, where you care about your customers, like how Umar they say, no caring, no day, then he talk to people anyhow.
Look where people are beginning to ask, hey, this day for don't be 45 minutes. Look how the man respond. Like if we then can, let's say like they can't down and then complain to them, then nobody know they even take us serious. The first thing we then go try for attack you. When I don't come back, we then they come over, see no more if you say better pass we. Even if not something we really important for other people in life. This is very troubling because life will be the number one thing. We see lost that life, the witness. What else? All this gaga, everybody they make. We see die, don't. So now that we need for protect so that it not go happen. It not go just happen like that. Good Lord. So in relation to that, I want definitely for commend the chief minister for waiting they do. Obviously somebody therefore make a move. I think the only thing we I will connect to that for me, it not to blame her at all or undermine the process at all. I just the question that any place where they go, there is a minister and ministry and people away then they in charge, where then they meet per cabinet meeting. Waiting that they discuss that we don't get in relation to that thing and the punctuality and all that, or waiting at the plan for certain good change. Because we go down that place there, for me, the no instruction not for them they even about query letters, because I believe say this been done discussed on a cabinet level. Now, if your minister, if I don't go query about, hey, we've been done talk about this, I go to that place and look what here uncover. For that reason, now forget this query and I go pass this report to the president. Oh, here is the president. Mr. President, we've been done sit down by the cabinet meeting now. We've been done discuss this and I go down that place for go check. This is what I found. I don't know. I definitely happy what he do. Because sometimes for like make policy, for like you write policy for the one the way they work with, it's necessary for like go na the ground for get all the information for like we need forget. I believe say at a cabinet level, like how people be able they say that will be the discussion, because anyone we represent like local of minister was na I think na office local ministry, I think na the office way that guy then go catch way they make that way the one cover. So per cabinet meeting, at least I think Nine will come up with that information. You see how the thing for them be a little bit smoother and a little bit different, because if chief minister be offer them on this information per cabinet meeting about this direction way that we get for protect them, no, we not there. So I don't even understand how they talk about America as if it's like we are the same level. We are not. Sorry. We're not until we independently provide for we people them. Then this, even if we do, we for know say these countries would they deal with, they hand it long. That's the reality. Unfortunately, now so they but and this thing go only stand for law we unite as is one voice in the country. If we do things right, believe you me, if we do things right, people and they wait and go lost, then go still feel good, say they be shake you before they lost. So truly speaking, if we do them right, believe you me. Lord, we know they feel say African are so when somebody lost no more, say then don't thief from her. Because we they see before election they come, we they see the push way they happen now certain places where we not able to address them. Then the moment where results come out, somebody go complain. Believe you me, if we lay the foundation for letting things be done right, believe you me, time go come where people and go where you win. The opposition will call you and congratulate you, because if everything transparent, all man they see, all man they count with happiness, with joy. Believe you me, even you supporters then go say, "But this one here, party we lost, we don't see them." Then they not hide. When a bangba with it, we all they see them. They not push nobody out. But this law we go on. Believe you me, it go happen if we do them right. Why we for allow other people and for tell we for late we do and right? The moment we allow that for late happen, we they under them thumb. Now this all we they pray for late happen for we all.
Because tomorrow, we then at the other side, we not go one let happen to you. Believe you me, we've been done talking before. Now this place, 2018, we all be angry about Ebola money. We all be angry about how people have been so pompous. Any ministry we go, now road no more than they tell you, but we all be angry. We talk about some of we name them. We call village, we tell them, say, bo, this is pass mark, not to village, no, not to road no more people and they eat. Any ministry we go, then they talk about road. If you call and ask about we, now some of the places who say come on, then go tell we say yes, we'll be making that complaint in 2018. If we all do that, Salon go be better. It go be better for we all. Now that we all they really pray for. This all come to the last point where I want to. If we get love for we people, everything go be different. Nobody know the way they see something bad they happen to another Sierra Leonean. We no say this being a bad thing way they happen. So this not right. Even the one way they do them, we go see door, they know say, being this now where I get the gun, or now where I get the power. If I not been get them, enough will happen. When we come to that realization, I know they say everything gonna be perfect too. But the one way I didn't for me, now my books one no say imperfect. The one way they do mistake, Alexef na Peking, Alexef na is the small one, they come, they say, but boy, you know, sorry about that incident will happen. I not do you right. If we do that day, we go love Sierra Leone. We go enjoy that country. Alexef, the hungry day. Believe you me, if everybody knows say everything will be doing not perfect, 100% perfect, but it closer to perfect. Especially where other people have been they run after other people. Now they your area for let them not sit down with peace. And then the authorities and people away then they in charge, they're not doing nothing. It's painful, especially if it happened to you. I know say if it not happen to you, you go feel say, yes, they're supposed to forget that. What if it happened to you tomorrow? Do you allow to think about that? Anything what we they try for what we do today, any good book where you know say it talk to you. This now the key thing way then they do. They say do something to your company as way you want, let them do unto you. Any book, the Buddhists then get that, Muslim get that, Christian get that, Hindus get that. Everybody get this. Do this here to this person as way you want for let other person do unto you. If we do that day for we people, that would be very nice. But that's no more there for today. God bless we all.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Welcome on board, sir.
Good morning from my side.
Yes, sir. You get 5 minutes, sir.
This now for the Mustafa, the call from Leicester. As always, I would start by thanking you guys for the role that they play on the media. Because if, as I say, I don't talk about it many times, if the way that they analyze things them, now so the local media, they analyze things them, I think so the country to go before. Because even this issue will come about the ICC letter. Not only now they outside, now analyze this there, but journalists at the ground, then just the copy and paste, then just the talk. The simple research is never done. Like for instance, viewers now other network who listen to online in the American stuff or Canada, in go for analyze on the relationship between the ICC and the United Nations. It's therefore tell we say, according you open the website for tell we say ICC is an independent body from the United Nations where they're not getting nothing for do with each other. You go further for analyze to we the role of the prosecutor of the ICC, because when that's alone, don't know say when they say prosecutor, they're supposed to prosecute. So some people only do bad things. But the local media not do anything like that. So now we could continue to tell una thank you, because if one day on a network them can they see that the main network in the country, people in the area analysis the way different from what in person just to say. Thank you very much. I've been the other day, if we try to analyze the GDP, particularly when we can talk, say, agriculture na 70% of the GDP. If we try for, misunderstand that with the budget, because the GDP and budget is different. GDP now, which we produce now in country, now the gross domestic product, with all the goods and services they produce in value. So, indeed, now true say we na agriculture country, because when they say agriculture country, anybody just they grow something like a garden in a small scale for like just grow something he eats. I mean, now that's what you do. So you will see the reason why our economy is struggled. The economy struggles simply because now that small thing, that small thing in the way they produce in our farm, that's alone. Now when they add together, we say now we GDP this. Now if you see the GDP of Salon, it is below or around $3 billion. We are very, very small compared to other countries. Even with that, now because the reason why we GDP low, the reason is they know they take into account all the activities that would happen. Because South Africa, for instance, even the mommy who they fry akara on the street, the people who they collect tax, they can't ask her, Mama, how much you spend per day for produce denting there, and how much they sell them all. Now, so then they take estimate the whole year how much akara they fry. And when they talk about GDP, then they put on day. Salon, for instance, maybe before I come abroad, I've been go spend money in a Kono. After I done from 6, I go do before I go to university. The money will be the flow now the marketplace, the thousands of dollars, because the business people and everybody will get at least $5,000 when I even turnover for at the moment. So imagine if they get 3,000 business inside the market, we've been past that time because we've been past even 10 to 20,000 people that we get business around Kono. They do business, that kind of business. If they register all of those things for everybody in turnover, it will run past more than 1 billion inside Kono alone. And they talk this because make we look at the things the wives alone, even if figure they're not fine. Because I don't know if you find for the politician them, then the people who collect tax, they just focus on shop. We say shop they go try for take money they. But the people who they do their own table them, when they get big capital them, they know they take it into account. Because maybe if the IMF or the World Bank talks is along a GDP of 3 billion, we will get more help. That make them not care. Or the study we don't go study in our school, we are always a question. Which men is studying in our school if not in they go do in the streets, when they go do interpret the work. So this is not the reason is why everything was Salon, the figures were not correct. Salon GDP, if you check Salon GDP, it will be more than 10 to 15 billion if you take into account all the economic activities that will happen at the country. But that's not happening in Sierra Leone. You see, even when you come to the bank, because then I will be for another time, the central bank, they talk say the central bank is function. Because they talk about this, I don't know if I have time for talk about the central bank. Now Europe, now Britain, or now Belgium, when COVID strike, then say let them go to the central bank. Because all these issues we talk about, say, oh, MCC, not to MCC, MCC or no MCC. Now, because the central bank, they know they work. Because now, yeah, they know say central bank, they talk, say, now the lender of last resort. We government need money. The COVID money, where the British government spend. Now, the central bank, they go take them. They know they go to nobody. They don't get business with IMF. They don't get business with MCC. Now, ask yourself, why we use central bank, they know the function? A business at the education we get, or we not just want for make it function. These are the things I just want to talk about. Today, I GDP, I talk about mainly. I just touch small on that central bank. Next time, if I get time, I will talk about the central bank. Why we focus on the central bank? Because this MCC money they talk about, It big because brother Umar don't talk say 400 million also money, money. But when you check GDP, win about 3 billion, and when you check budget, win about 5 to 600 million. 400 million, a significant amount of money. It's very, very big. Not a small money for saloon. Now make American come the government talk. They say we don't spend this per saloon. Compared to the economy, now big money. Well, and there I put for today. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Yes, sir. Yes, Mo, 5 minutes, sir.
Yes, triple. I don't take that 5 minutes then. I just want to hit 2 points right now. I feel say we need to talk about, and at least we expect good journalism for doing that country day. I was really impressed about the material them way Lamrana put up for AYV for this administration and for the MCC. So that this we expect good journalism for do, right? And I'd expect anytime and take one and go to a studio and put a live, make them show them all this year. I was just cracking myself like where you be the people kind of listen to the radio, why they listen to the first lady where they say this now all Sierra people for dance, everybody for dance for this 400 million. And then come on to the president where they gonna place them they say in just come 18 months or so, or 2018, the past government able to do nothing. They couldn't get it. So he don't come, he don't get this 400 million. They were jubilating, dancing for it. Yes, it's for everybody. It's for Sierra Leone. They dance for it. Or the funny thing for me now, after them people are not send letter to them, and this same man go talk, say, then they could go for the citizen who say Siba can't talk. We all be don't say Siba they can't talk. But I feel say, now wait here and this president be don't talk. Now in Bakasi don't talk because even the president make the statement. It's rather nice sovereignty, He says these people can get their own case now America, their own democracy now gone. So if you a whole president they go talk about that, America a country with knocking left funding. Knocking left you know America knocking left funding. And you get to challenge that. America they are too big. If you don't put their hand you they suffer. So and now they happen to be so right now. So I hope see this time around they don't get to go dance, they can't be dance for that 400 million. Yes, not when they talk about this 400 million, say we are really happy about it. We will not get and no, because now lost to we country. Now lost to we. Because forget that money there, better thing will come for we they see that for lights, right? So now we they can't lose that money there. What make we they can't lose that money there? Now because of the dishonesty, too much bogus, they want fight somebody with no able fights. But if you don't so be diplomat, go sit down, talk about this. Through paper and pen, we don't find with self-standard. America, that country where they're always ready for negotiate. It's not too late, they can still come back, like when they say they get for Canada, UN General Assembly in New York, they can still come back, meet America, get lobbyists them, talk to them, make them understand. Make them just keep them out short. Because we don't want to lose this money for the country. We don't want to lose them for the country, for the sake of the country, not for the sake of their own selfishness. For the sake of the country, right? And that make we don't want to lose this money. But if they can keep quiet and allow Solomon Jamiru for the go for all interview, that would be nice. That would be very nice. And again, another thing again I want to talk about is this the chief minister, David Senge. I feel like the last time I said on this program, like every Sierra for uploading right now, because what they do so we never see them before. I understand, yes. See, we get people away and they take charge for them thing there. But I want to we understand another thing again, say, appointing a minister, they come out through the president and through approval of parliament. Okay, come by qualification. Most of them ministers, they are already choosing a favoritism, right? But them man, they are no password and then the system. If you see a man boycotts or he bypass the minister, he goes straight to the ministry. The question somebody said, well, and a big shame to the minister. Now a big shame. But the permanent secretary in their office, then, what did they do there for we? Because they work for the ministers, them. Now they do all in the Baru games them for the ministers in their office, and they do nothing, absolutely nothing. Now they permanent secretary, MDs, and they do all kind of thing job for them at that place. So if this young man don't come, you don't take one or two steps, they do one or two things them. No give them the hope. we support her. You need we support. You know, man, Salon, we don't need no side. That country, nothing is working. Absolutely nothing. Nothing is working. You're not gonna say Salon not know the work. Now when you need something at Salon, that it's gonna say system not there. System not there. So if we don't get this young money and we don't begin to take 1 or 2 steps, don't get support. Yes, we understand it. Now in government they have power, in government know they do well, they get some policy that way not too good for we think so hard. But if you need to take 1 or 2 steps there, I'll see the positive way, and we support her that kind of way. And that's what I want to say tonight. Have a good night, Triple A.
Thank you very much, Mo. Yes, Ahmed, 5 minutes, sir.
Yes, Niwara, thank you very much, Triple A. Thank you, for the analysis. I want to say thanks to all the speakers, Hussein and Alpha, Umar, Ezekiel, and Tony for the analysis. Brother, you do very well. The reason being that sometimes when I plead to the colleagues who they follow this program, the Southern Network, at least for always come in and for support. And indeed, a lot of people and they come in with their stars, which is good. But like I say, from time to time, we got to remember because this station needs for keep going and it needs sustainability. And if you need sustainability, therefore, now we as listeners, then we as followers, then therefore help you for push through so that we'll get the right information the way we can give you so. Because there's information there, if you go all out, you get people and you spare resources, forget them, and so you go filter down to we. So please, again, I'm just appealing to everyone with a listen for more we continue for support the station. Whatever little you can, please, you want it. Brother, if not them stations here, like the previous speaker said, one of the brother again who have before the Mustafa can remember, their station they don't become credible today. Cut across the country, people they want to listen. Unfortunately, some of them their voices I know they go on audios and stuff, but people they follow largely in Salon because today the central stations there today we deal with them, they all compromise the brother. They're not trustworthy. These journalists sometimes some of we get doubts over them. Are they asking the right questions? No, because we don't follow so many interviews them. People, stakeholders, the way they close to the president, somebody like Alpha Khan, when you go on a station and they ask about the ICC letter and they ask they lie, they talk about how Salon come get this permanent seat now, the non members permanent seat now the UN, he lie over that as if that not ever be, as if Salon like we do well. We do because of all we good work make now. Then voted we all in 193 members. It's a lie. So it don't only happen for Canada seats because Nigeria pull out, and when they go to the summit, the 39 member summit where the whole head of states, Nigeria drop. Ghana and Gabon, and don't they don't their mandate 31st of this December 2023. To the next city now, where the other new members they count 5 members then they go now next year, January 1st, 2024, Sierra Leone, and in Africa and West Africa, because now they're doing Ghana don't know their mandate with Gabon. Algeria now, North Africa, then go on oppose. Sierra Leone go on oppose because we not get any challenge. And then Slovenia then get challenged with Belarus. Unfortunately, the Slovenia win. And of course, South Korea, they don't do this. So now Asia, then they Guyana and Latin America, then the number 5, they said they don't come in. So all of that, therefore countries then go on oppose apart from Slovenia, we're going to election with Belarus. But we the way the police and the country don't propagate some of the things there, like say now very good people who don't do democracy, the rule of law, with the police, now you could discover. It's a lie. All of them things there. You see, what's not the central government? Sometimes I want for really, go in line with Alpha say, and waiting brother Ezekiel also talk about sustainability. And people are waiting to for do, not for themselves, not for we. The chief minister is doing well, yes, we can say, but is that sustainable? For chief minister, you are looking at the ministries cut across. You send down policy to the ministries and you monitor. But again, to go on the spot for monitor, that's fine, it makes sense. But is that sustainable? So you don't become like a man of the moment. Wherever you go to the jet shows and stuff. No, all of that is working. But what's only to all of them walk away and they go and do so? What will make them work sustainable or not? It is the elections. People, they tell you, they send letters saying this visa restriction, all of this, where all of them problems have come into the emerge from is the election. Is the election credible? No. There's rigging. The people that undermine the process now, the United States now don't slam some of this policy. This is their policy. It's just like UK now Saudi. Now UK, even if you are a British citizen, when you get an issue, a crime against the state, or you go somewhere across, then they revoke your book. And they say, the police they don't take them now. So therefore, then people are like what brother Ezekiel say. It's not about them. It's not about America. It's not about the Secretary of State. It's not about the ambassador. And they fight for the common people. The people who will not get voice. The people who don't go make their mandates. They don't vote. Do not come and not do the right thing. Now, this is not the thing. This is not the concern for me for every Sierra Leonean. We want to look at why agriculture really move. Why a minister of transport they move? Why all of them the passage are not sustainable? Because the government now they get a burden, a serious burden, because they not even move without them. The stakeholders there. We get the partners, the international partners there. We all the government family. So with the partners, they don't frown at what we do. We know right. They say if for corrector, they will fail for corrector. Instead, we make letters. Then the Minister of Information will kind of counter that. This could say this. We will kind of analyze. They make stubbornness. As if what the people that they do, they just do, America get the sovereignty we get. But we know we cannot sustain without these people. So that's a big mistake. So therefore, we therefore go back to the drawing board. Where this thing we for correct first. The first problem is, look at this, the election mandate. What these people demand, and they want for work for the people. So therefore, for look into it's a critical thing. Before you talk of agriculture, before you bring an expert to come and look at the agricultural sector, we have experts. Some of who we study agriculture, we go to the university, we have professors there, and these professors, they will lecture, they can do research very well. You don't need to get somebody from China for make it can do agriculture in Sierra Leone. We don't know the landscape. We sometimes get to go back for do geology. You get to do the climatology aspects of it. We have all those people. We have all this department at the university where people study very well. So, but all of that is when government day in working, government day in notion is moving, is putting things in place. All of them in there, they work. Yesterday, government talked about $30,000 Leos for fuel. So today, as I'm talking to you, yesterday even, I think yesterday it goes 35. So nobody even knows about it, but it's 35. They are buying it now. So sustainable. Why is the transport system? The people hunger. Yesterday, my sister in Peking sick. He go round the city, 5 hospitals for oxygen. He gets asthmatic. Nobody look after. As I tell you, you need a cottage. The problem is how many people die. Brother, what can I? The people people will die. So imagine that. So when you go on the ground, what did they happen? You see that things are not moving. The government is stuck. So therefore, what is Ola? Now things that we don't want to do for we safe. We don't want to do for we safe for blaming people. Them we people for correct to do the right thing with the ignore. So therefore, we get for try for do the right thing so that we will work well. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you once again.
Thank you very much, Ahmed. Yes, Tonka, you get 5 minutes.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir, Mr. Tripoli. Mr. Tripoli, we go there. One thing I just want to say a quick one. We go there now this week until we call Salon. Because now they will all come out, whatever things we will do, now they will plan for the back. Talking about this MCC, I want to reach a week. I believe say any organization get the rules and regulation and demand the bidder by MCC give them tell them plainly say we need free and fair election before we give this money. Triple how we doing at this problem, so you get your rules. The bounds that the way we're against the rule, the bounds that we pull it. We know that. So nobody don't go against the rules. But there's still rooms where they give them. Say, well now, law we do this, so that this money will come. Simple. If MCC they don't see now they don't willing for give this money to owner. When this rules on a follow, we get free and fair election. Everybody know say the election not free and fair. So okay, because of this reason, we will give this money. If we now want to give this money, we count somebody the way they can do this, do this. But we're not ready for abide to that. So there's no need. Even that money they save, they give the people the not for reflect to the people of Sierra Leone. From 2018 to now, we believe say money around Canada country. Within the people of Sierra Leone gain of that? How we reflect to the people of Sierra Leone? Every day prices are going up. Nothing not the way corrigible in that country. Nothing not the way we talk about say this sector better, this sector look better. Every day people are suffering. With people that suffer in a salon, my brother. If we would dinner right now, now we know the kind of pressure they get from people then. Maybe today if they get 10 calls for the day, now we get to 100 calls for a day. Maybe people that we normally expect now will they call you. You know, this all they unbog the people in a salon, they make people that do extra mile, they do different things than way they go against the rules of the country. You go today to prison, you see people in dinner praise for common thing there. We know that happen today. So the only thing we don't talk. We don't talk. Remember the time some of you, remember the time of the monologue, they all don't talk. DJ bass then everybody don't talk. But it's like the people that would get, we know that the way they get, not they listen to the cry of who they mass see them. The only they can and fight for their own self and their family and reach their family. The way they mass see them, they suffer. And with the mass then, now we make up a government. Now from the taxes then they get everything where they get to. If we not vote for them, they not will get that power where they get today. But after we don't vote for them, they give them back to them fight for their own family. Where they go all in program, how they go campaign to see one will help people in a salon, the people that they suffer in this country. After all where they don't give them their help there, they can't sit down to themselves, then shit. Why is the people that they suffer? No good road, no light, no water, everything is poor. So, waiting at the need, we don't talk. Some of you don't talk, not to don't begin talk, we don't begin listening from a big one, that's how they say the monologue, everybody they come, they put you on, but like we not get a listenable leaders, the way they will listen, so we the people that will they cry for let us solve the problem. At least let this government can solve this sector. Okay, water side this government don't settle. Okay, light side, this government don't settle. But every day at the same thing they will reverse pa. Nothing not the go, nothing not the move. You just start like we know the talk. We just the waste saliva. But we're not going to have for talk. Maybe one day God will listen to it. Talk, God will listen to it. Prayer will God give you somebody who can listen to it. But this is not the worst ever in a salon. Not the worst ever situation is in a salon. But we pray for the best. Because maybe something this will change. When we say the world will come back, let it can't be the worse than this. Because we cry the past government. Fair go 6,000, everybody demonstrate, everybody come out, let's go 250,000 or 200,000, everybody demonstrate. We say, okay, if this come, it will better. Maybe it will be this scandal, but not the worst. Not the worst come. So we don't know again what to get for business. So we will continue for talk. At least if like when the international community don't begin to come inside and give some help. Sometimes if another one come inside, no one can repeat the same thing when they happen. But it's really sad, really sad for the people that we people they struggle. Fear at least 100 months don't go up almost 3 or 2 times. 30,000. Just imagine. Now people that will call you say, me if I want to go for me, that's one that I know mine I go waka. You know, now people that don't used to buy so money no easy. So money salary, we say you take transport before the month be done. You don't get nothing. You be going up for pay debts. That's true. Almost they pay you. They under a man. So this is very serious. So, but I don't see nothing where the government puts in place for cushion the situation they are for the people outside. All it's when they do after, or let they give them money, let them this, they will. All the things where the minister they do, not to new thing to it. Where 28 after the election, we see where President Bio, when they move office to office, people that they run the money, one of the offices there, we say, okay, this man, like principal man, he don't count some changes. It's just die out. It's just a common flag. So the people that just say we need action, then they go and talk, but they know this do not move. They just go and let people and say, now this is the one can implement, but nothing not they happen. Nothing not they happen like that. So the people really frustrate. That country, everybody frustrates. You just pull up from party business, whether you be APC, whether you be SL people, whether you be PNDC, everybody they suffer now. Only the few them, where the people in a certain position them, where they get small money they support. And no support bad. Support things will go help everybody in the society. Thank you, Mr. Triple. And just my own contribution, sir.
Thank you very much, Toronka.
Yes, sir.
Let's to get 5 minutes.
Yeah, me waiting on my own contribution. This government, Madam Yowe can power Ebeneala na the man of democracy, na the man and bring can democracy in Sierra Leone. But the way they rule the people, we always the talker now this platform. We always the talker say no, this is not the right way. Then you get human at the side. See, they're all on quiet. They're all on quiet. If you not be rigged this election, because now they tell them plain. Now, so the Secretary of State in America, and not take time for telling now. Because when they tell the ambassador, they take time for telling, and then in the form rudeness. You see now, USA would reach. You see that Minister of Information talk again today. He talk now, he not respond again. No, I think they don't caution now. So, Madam, you come. He's saying a man of democracy. Then when would they tell her he rule the country with iron fist? People and we know already that everybody afraid. The country is can't then people are afraid for talk. How the country go this so? Then when something happen, when they tell them, then they defend that attitude they. Me, before I come out salon, I vote for Pakaba Tute. Before I come out salon. I've been in a SLPP. You know? But they know will handle criticism. As you criticize them, they don't like that. Then they turn the enemy, they take them personal. And this way not good. But you a young man. Young man. Unless when a man ageable somebody, but even when in time done so people are still love him like the country. You said that same way they for do because trust me, even this 5 year we don't come back so. They go past this now, you're still young. You know, one of the party from all the Democratic Salon, you know, the youngest president. You know, the youngest president. You rig the election, the way you don't for let settle, whether APC say they're not going to parliament, for let you do fast, for let you settle, because now inside time. You don't already rig, you don't come back in power. Whatever, try for talk to the lay you make a million some let the country go move. Before that, you don't pack back, you don't do you bad, now you see them back, they provoke them. Now they send word by the other people. They're not good. And stay waiting to happen. Then when America begin to tell you now, then they tell you direct, they argue them. Then they under them. Even right now, they talk so. The ECSL, money for pay ECSL, mother be not get her. Now UNDP, now the international community where even the oppose yesterday, they talk about. So we don't need them, we not this, that. Salon not get nothing. Somebody be make reference to what bank. I don't think Salon get nothing. The money, 450 million, almost $500 million, and then a big money in a Salon. Now $270 million. Now we don't go mortgage we airport for so to foreigners. Yes, one only airport. The one Guinea airport, international airport now the country. $270 million. So what's more about almost $500 million? Now they make like you don't misbehave in the country, you don't do what you for do. They begin make style like you not even care about the money. Then now when you make like you not care about the money, instead now for the people like, you want to go add tax pan at the country. Then they like continue that part the way they go, so they go no more. Young people like they say again for it and now not so the opposition. No. The opposition, then they enjoy the film now. Now young people, if you not be careful, go turn against them. Now look what you don't do at the country. Look what you don't do at the country. We don't go back like where the country been there per war. Scatter checkpoints all over the country. Then who's investor go see that kind of country they say go invest there. We come back to that because this is not a memory again. You bring the country back to like say problem then at the country. All over the country. Because of his stubborn no more. America they tell you say, no, how we stand, they even ask the ambassador, what you don't understand? He say, no, we still stand with our stand, we not congratulate you. We not congratulate them until you do it to ask them for do. Then they try for boycott, they say, oh, then they wait for a new ambassador commodity. Now make the Secretary of State and send strong word now say, we now manipulate and rig the election. Intimidate people in the country. Yes,
So down there, you see the information talk again. No. So now then they wait for now. Let's wait and do if they're serious. You want to play with America, you crazy? Either you play with America or you people that suffer. Say then turn against yourself. Okay, people, that's not me.
All right, thank you, Tulu.
Yeah.
Yes, Mohammed, you get 5 minutes, sir.
Thank you very much, Triple A. Coming to the how they call them, the band. This band we come up with based on people and we do any act based on the elections. Then they talk about more than the big elephants in the country, where the hardship and the increments in everything. Why will this happen? And then Sylvia come up again and give a very good question, say the president, or not a question, or give an explanation, say the president or the head of states for come and explain to the people and what happened. And the president be don't explain to we what again for do before we elect him or before they say even an elections. So now if you would expect an explanation from him, from the morning will not be ever get an explanation from a leader, which is a fact. And then that tells you that one time where I remember where the leader can give you an explanation was that time when August 10, that was the August 10, correct? Where they give every kind of a name. So moving forward, we not ever get the reason, and then coming back to the reality of what they happen in the country. The reason why we leader them don't allow for made and change a constitution of the country is because of accountability. If this lets away the right for this ban, if not to public ego, the first thing that could have happened, and for tell we say now a fake news like we then be refused the other one, because this is a big blow to the country. I will tell you the reason why it be a big blow. It's a big blow because we presidents embark on changing the narrative and the name of the country so much. I tell everybody say this country and nobody no be one deal business with we, they no one deal with we, they no one get anything for do with we. And they come for clean the country. Now it don't come this far. Somebody don't come, don't begin to reject you, and people don't begin to reject you. And then it comes back to the legitimacy of the APC party for made them not able, they not made them refuse, they made them stand by the words, so we not go to parliament. Now in the legitimize now, so by especially the American government. If they see that them boycott say, now this now we want. The reason why me believe in the opinion say the government then go totally refuse for police this disaggregated numbers them. It's a simple reason. If their numbers that they come, the RRF forms them where they get. It can contradict them that now one, and then it can prove say the amount of people and where they get in a parliament, not also EP. Then go turn for me, then hold on to their position, then tell you about sovereignty, then tell you about the position, and then tell you about interference. Where then they compare the United States election. The United States election never happened, say, somebody rig a more, because then they misinterpret the explanation of what exactly happened. The United States, if they prove to people and say there are institutions and where they stand against anything where they go against the country. Where it be say somebody they don't announce already say you don't lose. This person come is say no I no loss. I come no na me win. May people can stand against me. May somebody come for can announce it not to me, not to the other person win and me win. Not to that the whole the person for now because the person it try for may it bring for may it can disrupt now disruption of procedure. Now, in make America they go through, they go na court for make them prove the former president say he did the wrong thing. Not to election then we go, not to election numbers them they refuse for accept. So if somebody they come, they can't try for tell we say even and then they use this word over and over again say even America look what they the elections and they interfere into it. Because there are structures where they tell you exactly what in the elections and how it operates. So whatever they happen there, you cannot compare it na Bafpan and stopper compared to what happened. Now the thing don't come inside the country, what in the American then later try for proof to we, and the explanation is there were processes in rigging the elections. They were processes. So the processes were, first of all, it could be they starting from the censor. Second of all, it could be the talent for maybe then come and do the PR system. The other one, it come for men, then distribute the numbers of Usai. Would I forget 16 amount of people they get 16 in a certain area with the other one they know they get 16 in other areas. So you get all in procedure, and now it end up to the election itself. And the American letter it actually tell you say not to the election they say the thing go wrong. It's these processes that they went through, take camp at the announcement, those are the things. And now it comes to the other question is, for me, anybody that rejects you coming to the United States, we're not a problem for the government right now. Nobody will come and say, yes, they reject me. They will totally refuse. Nobody will come. For me, it can't tell you, say, yes. But now we get a trip where we government get for do coming to the United States, and we know the variables, we know the constants. All the past 5 years, we know how many people are the president be the count, other than the constant people will be the count year in year out, we don't really left behind. If we see them people and they not come the trip, it means we go able to do a filtration and say, this possible ambulance can't try it always, but this trip here not come. And whatever reason we then give, we go try for tell you say, I think say, because the American, they know they put law number, they put a number because they want to put they will put a law and then they will prove and they go make sure say it bets the government for me they understand say now we humiliate now. No, nobody not take this here for lightly. Believe you me, I believe that they are going to humiliate them. They're not going to sit up there. Now that's make way the lady talk say, we are not going to tell you who are the people on the list. So that tells you, say, whatever way it left to the individual now for say, no, na me them ban or not, but nobody will tell me. So we are waiting for this trip and see how many people we get for come. We could probably help you even more for the most expenditures and way people and they do in coming to this place here, waiting program them plenty, no one know the right. Because people keep coming in this meeting, voting their meeting there, they come up, nothing. And then it comes by this beautiful UN Security Council, non-permanent Security Council seats, where we don't bet so much par. Where we even the former foreign minister tell we say this non-permanent seat, the kind of benefits the way they Panam a plenty. We don't get the Ghanaians where then get the highest seat in the United Nations. What difference does it make? It's an entity. It has nothing for me you can because now you know the head, you for take something for yourself because you want to come. Now, so because where we don't use for what we rule with people them, where you know the head, they don't give you right for so many things them, so you go do anything you want to do because you want to do. I'm guessing that you right. This institutes them. It doesn't work like that. So, but coming again to the point, I want let we advise with brothers and say, the government, the people are hurting. What in Nenga for do for me is Spain. Even for many people in the late for go work, they say 800,000 is nothing. Why would they not sit down and talk about the hardship that happen at the country? So far so good. I go rest me. Sorry again. I want to try for talk about one thing where now a total humiliation for we judiciary. Yes, for we judiciary. We judiciary a disgrace itself. For me and sit on the other cases, 800 and how many? 803 or something? Over 800 cases, for me them bring and come within months for me the addresser. How can you do that? Where you don't sit down for the longest, you couldn't do that. For so many you cannot. It's just a statistics. They want to try for the, but they cannot. Nobody no go there within the 800 cases, and they where I go probably believe say they will either get justice. So, which is really, it's a total, it's a disappointment to them. Why then will not go do them in a different way than then do them in numbers like this? So, I rest my case and I say thank you to everybody. And I hope everybody gets a wonderful weekend. I thank you all very much. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you very much, Mohammed. Mohammed, unlock the remote for we. Things I don't call everybody who are supposed to call. Just few more minutes with the knock 5 hours now. So I think we've done with your part. Tomorrow we'll go rest. We'll go join AYV on Sunday. And on Monday, we go there back. Last week, like so I tell you now, I see John Content and go to AYV on Sunday. Maybe you forgot. And indeed, I do them on Sunday. So I don't try. I did see no matter. I did turn the dice. I did turn the jiggy. Well, everything they fall in place. People love. But they can't take your name just now. No, so. Aha. You're not going to let me carry my name. So, man, the car. Eh? I think even they pay attention. Seriously though. Look, this is just the ants. Eh? If you come for Carland, it will be better for you. Abdul Kabar, thank you for the stars. You don't dare say, just the comments. All the people that talk nothing, no pick up. Lie help you. And the last day this week, see the page, yeah? You say you call yourself Imurana Vandi Tata. See you somewhere else. Not here anymore. Sometimes when I come, pay attention. But when I can wait when I take for listening now I can don't sit down with, so you can't hear anything. Tata. Sometimes the bouncer can go on vacation, but sometimes he can take a quick trip. Because if you don't do almost out, just the comments, like see, I'll help you. Salma left. And help I don't go. Then I will feel he gets other engagements, but we're still here. We don't done. We go there back on Monday. Yes, too. I wish I can though. I wish I could. I wish I could able for. I will try. Till meet back. Have yourself a wonderful weekend, yeah?